Ooh, welcome everyone to Degen Madness presented by the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Oh, back for more. I'm super excited. I'm up on you already. Swept you on the early game with LSU.
Well, I'm back riding the Wildcats again. This time it's the Kentucky Wildcats -5.5 at my bookie, -250 on the money line, total at 84. We of course are in studio with Colby Dan, aka the Dan to Base. Also joining you on the Buffalo side of the action.
It's what we do. It's what we do.
You certainly had the trend behind you. Dogs an amazing 8-1 against the spread, 6-3 straight up. Degen Madness, truly a dog tournament. $3,000 we're giving away, courtesy of Barking Dog Partners. It was an exciting game again, even though I was on the wrong side of it. That Villanova game came down to the end. Exciting action. Kentucky is just a much better team. And shout out to
the youth,
and shout out to the Castleberries, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Correct.
Got a big group together watching.
Damn fine people.
Checking out the Kentucky team. Big Kentucky fans. So you're
Colby getting called out for slurring. How about that?
On this episode or the one before?
Right now.
I just talked like 10. I
These
haven't
are
even
live
said 5 words.
Comments.
Cash
What
Juno.
else are you talking about?
Dropping the slur card. Again, send in your setup, #Degen Madness. We'll pick one person to cash in on the 3-point prize pool, which I think is already up to like $60 or $70. There was a few, I think we had like what, 5 or 6, 7. So $70 in the prize pool already. Tweet @Gambling Podcast, #Degen Madness. Send us your photo of you watching the game. We'll get it going. And like XFL Jim points out, if you're not slurring, it's not authentic.
I do have a gigantic glass of whiskey in front of me.
And shout out to all the Degens only out there.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers indeed.
To McKinley Wright and the Buffaloes. All right,
guys. You know, we only have 5 more first round games in Degen Madness. Okay, this if we don't enjoy this, it's just gonna pass us by.
That's true. That's very
showing
true.
off all the sliders. Kentucky wins by 16 according to Gambler 8005. I hope so, sir.
Certainly feels like we're due for a favorite to just slaughter.
But it depends if our CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer. Because
the database likes that one.
Because Colorado is a veteran team led by the upperclassmen players that have started. They've been in situations like this before. Kentucky kind of young.
Sources close to the situation. Season went bad. They went out to the desert. They took some peyote. They are now back together as a team for Degen Madness.
Who's this? Colorado?
Hungry dogs run faster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was about to say I've done peyote.
Are we ready?
I found my calling.
Are you ready, Sean?
I think we are ready. If you're watching this game, share it on social media. Let's make this thing huge. Let's get the prize pool up.
Let's make April great again.
Tell a friend. I mean, it's so easy.
Yeah, it is very easy. The people literally have nothing to do.
I sent an email to 400 people today.
Yeah,
get your buddies in, get your bros.
You gonna watch reruns of Golden Girls? Or are you gonna tune in and throw some action on a game, win some cash,
and come up with your own fun side bets. Whether it's do a shot every 3-point, offensive rebound, however drunk you want to get. Come up with your own fun drinking game side bets, whatever. Throw those in the chat, and of course, live action booked constantly over at mybookie.ag. Odd even point totals, first to score, first to 10 points, 20 points, 30 points, first half totals, first half spreads. They got it all. So head over to mybookie.ag. Promo code SGP.
I should note that our guy at DC Barry 22 says just so you know, Khalil Whitney is starting for Kentucky and he quit the team in December.
Colby, who is? That's all right. That's all right. He's back for Degen Madness.
He did peyote
too. Who is Kentucky's best player? Gambler 8005 wants to know.
In the game or my personal opinion?
John Calipari looking young. Looking really young.
I would go with Emmanuel quickly.
Scott Mickelson over on Periscope pointing out Colorado over 39 points is the play. Over in Buffs from H-Town, 51,974.
Kennedy Sports.
Hagen's good answer. Hagen's a very good answer as well. Coach Kev knows his stuff.
Kennedy Sports checking in. How about that?
Yeah.
Kennedy Sports saying he's throwing down $1,100. Colorado plus 5.5. I hate to be on the other side of Kennedy, but worst of luck because I'm rolling with Kentucky minus 5.5 against Kramer. I got to get some of my mojo back, some of my points back. But yeah, a lot of fun prop bets.
Closing thoughts, Sean. Once again, the simulation data looks a lot closer than the spread ended up. The public stretching it from 3.5 all the way up to 5.5. At this point, you can't feel good about laying the chalk. You can't feel good about fading this new look Colorado team. Sean, here we go.
Let's go, D.
I got Kentucky winning.
Who's the actress chick that likes Kentucky?
Ashley Judd.
Ashley Judd taking offense to the D rating, just referring to your boobs, ma'am.
Here we go. Colorado.
Tyler Bay to the rack. Got to watch this
Sean,
kid, Tyler Bay.
we can say that because here at the Sports Gambling Podcast, we have ample amounts of female listeners.
Yes, the winner of the Bites bracket, confirmed woman.
I am a Me Too victim as well.
Yes,
so
we'll save that for another podcast. Colorado out to a 2-0 lead.
McKinley Wright just gets destroyed.
I might be wrong about Colorado. I didn't like the effort there.
Rupp Arena loves what they're seeing there.
Too many edibles in Boulder.
All tied at 2 early.
All right, a little take to the whole block.
Oh.
The size and athleticism of this Kentucky team. Oh, that's not a good start for
this
the Buffs.
Bad.
Yeah.
This is abort.
This reminds me of that Creighton game.
Abort.
Much like the early data on the coronavirus, that was denied by our
McKinley
government.
Wright. Oh,
my goodness. What is going
This is
on?
not a good start. Oh, terrible transition defense. It comes off the defender.
Oh, strap in, Colorado, because Kentucky came to play out to a nice 6-2 lead.
All right, McKinley Wright got to settle down. You're the veteran here. He had it. He had it.
Another sloppy play for the Buffaloes. Kentucky just showing how they're a much more talented team, and we see this every year with Kentucky.
Calipari, it's looking dapper.
Yeah, so you sure that's Calipari? It's his son, right?
Looks like Luke Walton.
Whatever, who cares? It's Degen Madness.
He needs a dead tattoo. Then it'll really look like Luke
Johnny C.
Gets the ball into who is this, 5?
That's the documentary I want to see once he retires. Is the John Calipari story, starting back in UMass or wherever he got his start.
Yeah,
Marcus
took
Camby.
him to the Final Four. Edgar Padilla from deep. There's the life we need to see.
How do you hit that shot?
That was a moonshot.
Colorado 5, Kentucky 6. Great move to the hoop. Ooh, that was just that easy. Loving this early offense from the Wildcats.
Kentucky is he's not being contested at all.
Kentucky 8, Colorado 5.
Got to worry about this Buffalo defense so far. McKinley Wright with a nice cut to the basket and off the glass.
Great start for overbetters.
My Brady is better than yours, calling for more threes.
Yes. Get the prize pool up, and again, send in your photo, tag it #DGens only on Twitter, and we'll pick a winner to give some money away.
Let's see if this Buffalo team. I've not been impressed with
Kentucky,
the defense.
red hot.
That's a tough shot. You can live with that if you're Tad Boyle, but
Hagen's out to a great start, 4 for 4, 8 points. Kentucky 10.
What was the total in this
Colorado
game?
7.
The over just crushing.
Okay, Bay in the corner.
Go to work. There you go.
That's a good look.
That's a good look. Got to make that.
You know, I looked at the score, and for a second, I'm like, what? Colorado is only down 3 points? Feeling pretty good right
Ryan already started the narrative that the team he bet on, not out of it yet.
H-Town 51974, angry that you're not saying the larger score first.
Huge mismatch there.
Colorado 7, Kentucky 12. Eat it. No,
a huge mismatch there. McKinley Wright got caught on a switch on a big. If they don't adapt to that switch, this could be a problem throughout the game.
Kentucky 12, Colorado 7. There you go, buddy. And of course, you're listening to the Sports Gambling Podcast presenting Degen Madness. And the madness has certainly begun. 19 points already in the first quarter. Over looks to be in play with 1:41 left in the first.
Sean, the simulation data, only the highest scoring matchup we saw was 113 total points. We could be headed to surpass that and be the highest scoring game of the first round. Of course, Washington's upset of Baylor. That's been the highest score so far with 109.
What this line close at? 5.5?
5.5.
So we're just barely clinging on to this to start the game, right?
It makes me wonder if some of the public who was wagering on this was also participating in the edible taking that this Colorado team. I get it. I've been there. You got to get the blood flowing before you realize it's game time. It's almost a full quarter. I expect the edible high to be wearing off
true.
now.
That's true.
And this Colorado team is going to get back to work. And in a rare form, the team I'm backing may come from behind.
And of course, if you're looking for the updates on the bracket so far, go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/contest.
Oh, a quick three. Oh, wow. Right out of the timeout. That's a great drawn up play
I'm
by
sitting
Tad
at
Boyle.
the blackjack table getting 21. I can't
Maddox
even help
Daniels
myself.
from deep.
No way this is a
That's
2-point
great
game.
coaching, though. Comes out of a timeout. Great look. Sorry.
No, sure. Kentucky 12, Colorado 10. And that's a shot they needed desperately to get back in this.
And shout out to the fans who quickly responded to this guy with a link. Where? Oh my! So many links.
Shane Gatling got caught on the screen there, and you got to step out on that screen.
Great start for Kentucky.
Sean,
I don't know what they're shooting, but it's got to be like 70%.
I wasn't
Nice
paying
take to the
attention,
hole. Oh, he
but
misses
you
it.
won first point and first to 10, right?
Correct. Corner three, hit it. And that's
Wow.
what you need. You're getting the listeners paid, and you're getting me paid.
They're shooting
Ideal
100%.
situation.
They're shooting 100%.
I thought
We're
it was-
almost done with the first quarter.
I thought I was lowballing it with 70.
Somebody tell Tad Boyle's team to play some defense.
Kentucky 17, Colorado 10.
Gatling going into the post here. I don't like this possession. He gets it to fall, but it's not a good possession. in my opinion.
Contested bucket, but it goes. Kentucky 17, Colorado 12. A shootout here early in Rupp Arena.
We might be having the highest scoring quarter of Degen Madness.
Certainly in the mix.
I just want to see a miss in this first quarter. You tell me he's going to go one quarter without missing a shot? That's a problem.
Like Cash Juno is pointing out, if Kentucky's hitting their threes, this game's no contest.
Yeah. Here we go here.
Maybe slow down a little bit though.
It looks like they could be holding for the last shot.
Isolation here.
But they don't
Oh,
have enough
three?
time on
Yeah.
the clock.
Montgomery off the glass.
Oh, you
Finally they
loser.
miss.
You loser. You blew it. Close out on that three.
Hit that.
Get a hand up.
Who was that? Batty.
Oh,
Up and in.
All right, that's fine. Kentucky
Evan
still has
Batty.
time to get off a look here before the end of the first. Contested three doesn't go.
All right.
Kentucky 17.
Considering the Buffs gave up let a team shoot like 96% from the
they're
field.
hanging in there.
Yeah, to be down by 3 after 1, very fortunate. Very fortunate.
Kentucky made all their shots except for those last two.
Well, and if you're Kentucky, playing great on offense, just need to contest a little bit more on the defensive side of the ball, and you'll really continue to blow this team out. Again, it's the random kid dancers, everyone's favorite, the kid dancers.
I got to advance through this. They're just going below the. All right, here we go. Second quarter. Let's go.
First quarter's over.
All
31 total points. Kentucky 17, Colorado 14. Live lines over at mybookie.ag. -7.5 Kentucky. Total still at 84.
Still too easy. It's too easy. And Tad Boyle, I know he ended the quarter probably telling his team, guys, you can't let if you shoot 96% again or whatever the number was, you're not gonna win this game unless you lock down better defensively.
Keep getting good looks for Kentucky. They keep falling. Buffalo the Buffaloes want to break it up, get them to the line. I'm fine with that. You know, look at the ball go through the hoop.
Just got Colorado plus 8.5, says Johnny Bell. I like that play.
Tyrese Maxey at the line, 6'3" center, guard, freshman from Garland, Texas. Hits his first one, 18-14 Kentucky.
83% from the line, says Cash Juno.
That's what you got to bet on in March Madness and Degen Madness. Guards who hit their free throws. It's a little quiet here in Rupp Arena.
I was gonna say a lot of people not in their seats.
I feel like the Kentucky fans at home are going nuts.
Oh,
19-14 Kentucky on
they're coming
top.
back for the end of the first
A
quarter. You
little
know they
bit-
made the beer run.
The CPU Kentucky fans. Maybe they're late getting here. Maybe this is social distancing. 6 feet between families.
This
I
is a
don't know.
bad possession. Okay, get the ball moving. Deep three. Oh
Bailout.
my
Just a bailout.
gosh.
This Colorado team's winning this game with the
A
way that
deep
they're.
three
they're
by Eli
getting-
Park. Hey,
They're getting
How-
tremendously lucky with some of these shots.
How's it only a 2-point game?
There you go. Wide open. Wide open.
okay. You know what? It's
Get the
better. It's better than giving up. A clear-cut basket. Make them make it from the strike. I know they're 2 for 2, but I'm more in favor of this philosophy than just letting them get easy baskets.
This could be the first time we see a team get in real foul trouble in Degen Madness. 2 fouls already, only 37 seconds into the quarter.
Yeah. But hey, I'm okay. I'm okay with this, man. I think me and you as Colorado backers.
Here's what we got to know. Like what is the obviously everyone watching has futures on Degen Madness. What is everyone got? What futures do you have in your pocket right now?
My Villanova future not looking good.
Not looking
my
good
Washington future at 40-1 looks amazing.
It does.
My Maryland one just got destroyed.
Kentucky 20.
I did have a
Colorado
Washington
17.
one too, though.
Creighton plus 450 again. Maybe still the best team we've seen.
Yeah. Although Kentucky, that's a smart foul considering that they were shooting that hot from the field. One is less than 2 as the last time I checked, guys.
And I'll be honest, LSU, one of the more impressive performances.
Yeah, very nice performance.
To win in Villanova.
Here we go. Give it up. Oh, bad defense. Just lets them come in off the glass.
Watch out, Sean.
The hesitation.
Shane Gatling putting together a solid game.
Colorado shooting 67%.
Both
so they're
teams.
They're
Wow.
letting it up as well.
Yeah.
Great for over backers right
Gambler
now.
8005 likes Kentucky to win the tournament.
Good look from 3.
Foot on the
See,
line.
once again, though, you have to. I have not been impressed with the Buffalo's defense at all. It's a lot of it is on the screens, the transitions. It's just been bad. It's just been
You're
bad.
not impressed. That implies they're playing defense, and there certainly doesn't seem to be much going on. Kentucky shooting like 85%.
You can't let you got to step out. You got to step out. They're shooting at a really high percent. I've seen too many times that they go under the screen and they let them just have a clear shot at a basket. You got to get in front of that.
Kentucky 22, Colorado 19. Kramer, as a Buffalo's backer, what are you looking to see in the rest of this first half?
Once again, the crowd looking somber, wearing a lot of gray tones. I mean, look, I think Colorado is in a good spot. They are somehow keeping up with the torrid pace of Kentucky, shooting 67% themselves, with Kentucky at the unsustainable 80%.
And they've done it without McKinley Wright being, he's their best player, and he has been very quiet so far. So you got to be happy that you're only down 3 points with your best player being somewhat limited.
And don't look now. Odd point total is currently hitting 41 total. Really looking good for overbackers. The line was set at 84. Of course, you can hop on the live line, mybookie.ag. Kentucky CPU is -5.5 point favorite right now.
Coach Kev, I completely agree on your pick and roll philosophy. I would tell my players the same. Tyler Bay. Oh man,
Good D.
decent
Transition. Let's go.
look. Okay.
Woo. Nice spin.
Oh,
Get
the
it.
miss, but an offensive board. Too easy.
Puts it
Way
back.
too easy.
Too easy, man.
Yes, that's right. Brett Matthew over on Periscope. This is NBA 2K20 with some college skins. And yes, Adrian Kennedy is right. You can bet on it over at mybookie.ag. Promo code SGP for that. How much, Sean?
Dribbling a lot
Up
of
to
dribbling here.
$1,000 in deposit bonus on your first deposit. Play when you get paid at mybookie.ag.
This is a bad possession.
Horrible.
You're going against the whole team. Did
Horrible.
anyone else touch the ball? Bay with the steal.
Oh!
But an easy.
Oh,
Oh, no,
my
not an
goodness,
easy.
this
Put that
thing-
Bay.
Oh,
God. He almost,
Tyler Bay.
he almost
He
had
said
3
not-
blocks in a row.
They
Mama,
got to get
there
this
go
kid
that
involved.
man.
They got to get this kid involved. He's got next level talent.
Tyler
they got to
Bay
get him
just
involved.
wanted that bucket to go in.
A wide open 3 because they double. Okay, you can live
good
with
look.
that. If you're Calipari,
You missed that, Kentucky, but you
can-
hit everything else.
it's still a big man shooting a 3. This is, they're not all Sam Perkins.
Nice couple of plays here for Colorado. Kentucky 24, Colorado nipping at their heels 23. In spite of the fact
what
Kentucky
is this defense? Come on, guys. I mean,
should have taken it to the hole, but when you're shooting 75%, put it up, my man.
That's
Kentucky 26,
just
Colorado 23.
absolutely horrible defense. Tad Boyle at halftime is going to have. He's gonna have fits at halftime in there. Oh, Tyler Bay, the alley-oop from McKinley Wright.
Wow.
The Buffaloes they're here to stay.
This is an offensive explosion, both sides of the ball. It's exciting action. It's what you came to see here in Degen Madness.
No defense being played tonight in the Rupp Arena.
This feels like a Big 12 football game.
A steal.
Send it.
Oh, he gives it up, and we got Gatling. Oh, with the dunk. I'm sorry, that's not even Gatling. That's an
Short.
unknown. That's an unknown number.
Yeah, well, stop. These are CPU characters.
My CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer.
The database.
Troubling for Colorado, or sorry, troubling for Kentucky. They're down now by 1 point, in spite of the fact they're shooting like 80%. Colorado 27, Kentucky 26, but Colorado also shooting that well. And as a Kentucky backer, I'm thinking of one of these teams that's going to cool off dramatically. I think it's going to be the Buffaloes in the second half.
You know what? I don't know though, because you have Bay and Wright. The talent of Colorado kind of been quiet. It's been more Gatling. It's
role players going crazy.
Coach Kev chiming in, pointing out that Calipari needs to get Maxey in. He's a junkyard dog. DP Dada Maja pointing out they're a different team with him on the bench. I think this Kentucky team, they had their foot on the throat. They let up a little bit. They need to get back to the game they're playing. As a Colorado backer, I love that they somehow they survived that onslaught to start, and they're in a pretty good position here to cover that number. They're gonna cover the first half number.
Yeah, I mean, well, Tad Boyle got to be happy despite his team being this bad defensively. You go in at halftime, you give the Rudy speech saying, "What the hell are we doing on defense?"
Well, and there's still a lot left in this first half, especially at this pace.
Even right there, terrible defense.
That should be an and one.
You
Kentucky,
have to go with that, or if you want to go under, you go under on the big. You don't go over on the big, on the switch or on the pick.
Kentucky back in front, 28-27.
McKinley right here.
Both teams clearly fixing the game to go over. They're looking to make a couple extra bucks. This is encouraged in Degen Madness.
Deep
from
three.
Deep. Oh my gosh.
This is
from deep, the Buffaloes.
We've not seen this in a half.
30-28 right now. Colorado out front. It has been a shooting bonanza.
Once again, horrible defense.
Woo-hoo!
I feel like I'm watching a classic Paul Westhead offense here.
This is like an arena league game. Great reference, Sean.
McKinley Wright. Been quiet. Is he going to get his name out? Oh, there's McKinley. That's the McKinley Wright I know.
No one is playing defense. Colorado 32-30. 30 seconds left in the first half. Ooh,
long line of great Colorado point guards. Oh my God, this defense is just
no one is playing any.
It's like watching Texas Tech offense in football. This is really brutal. McKinley Wright, you got to hold for last shot here. You got to give him the ball back with a half a second if you play this correctly.
We only need 20 points to hit the over. This is insane. Tied at 32, 10 seconds left.
A little jump stop, but oh my geez, just a terrible offensive rebounding.
What is going on?
Tyler Bay with the putback.
Ooh, come on. Get a good look.
A miss. The Buffs have the lead at halftime. Kramer, how is this happening? What the
fuck?
If you're Tad Boyle, can you even be that disappointed? I mean, I think every coach who's a decent coach should be disappointed with that defensive performance. But what are you telling your kids? You can't give them the Rudy speech. You're up by 2 at halftime.
I think if you're Kentucky, you just got to toughen up a little bit on defense. Colorado is going to cool down. These road teams can't shoot that well the entire game. Kentucky, however, is at home, setting up their offense, playing good on offense.
A very good thing to see if you're a Colorado backer towards the end of that half. Very encouraging thing to see was that McKinley Wright started to get off.
He started to get to the basket,
and him and Bay, even when McKinley Wright missed the final possession, Bay quick on the board. Him and Bay are the key to the Buffaloes winning this game.
Is this the best first half we've
most
seen?
Exciting
in Degen Madness?
No, because I like defense. I don't want to watch. This is an arena football game, dude.
He wants to watch the computer miss shots.
It's like these millennials that like a 55 to 52
74% for Kentucky, 62% for Colorado.
Give me a classic football game of 17-14. I prefer that over 54 or not 54 to 51.
Live line, of course, over at mybookie.ag. Kentucky -4.5. And if you want to get in on the extra cash besides betting over at mybookie.ag, tweet us your hashtag Degen Madness setup. We will pick one winner to cash in on the 3-point prize. The 3-point prize has to be pretty high right now, as we're just seeing shot after shot go in.
XFL Jim, by the way, no, I don't hate arena football. It's not ever going to be as good as real football because it's played in an arena.
And shout out to esports writer for sportsgamblingpodcast.com over on the Twitch feed, Gelati LOL. Old man Kobe getting his bitch on. Absolutely correct.
Hey.
Not calling for fouls tonight, but calling for more defense. When I look at this, 4 for 5 for the 3-point
Firing
line.
up the old man. Get off my
look,
lawnmower.
Colorado is not going 80% from the 3-point line the rest of this game. That I believe will be the difference. I hope they can hold on for the cover. But if I was the betting man now, I'm going to buy back with a little Kentucky action. Maybe.
Well, so now there's been 12 3-pointers
Wow.
made so far.
Jesus, dude.
So we're gonna give away a lot
There's
of
no
cash.
sports. We don't make any money. You can't be paying everyone.
Colorado hasn't shot a free throw yet.
And how are people winning this money?
Well, that of course is if you send in a photo of your setup wherever you're watching the game. What are you drinking? What are you eating? What are you smoking on? Whatever your Degen cave is, tweet out the photo and hashtag Degen Madness for your chance. Get $120. It's just that easy, guys. It's just that easy. Let's go.
All right, guys. Second half trampoline guy's gonna.
It looked like he missed the
He
second
missed?
though. Yeah, right.
You suck, dude. Come on.
He's the only guy who's missed the shot so far in the game. Is the trampoline guy at halftime?
Tyler Bay. Yeah, exactly right. Tyler Bay. Key to and I feel like 6 of those 8 came late. And so if you're a Colorado fan, you're thrilled despite the horrible defensive performance. You think there's no way you can play worse than you just played defensively.
Live line right now, 4.5. Kentucky is favored.
Well, maybe you can play worse because that's a terrible,
Ooh, and they
absolutely
picked up
Where is the communication if you're a Buffalo player? I mean,
right where they left off. Tied game 34.
Sean, friend of the program, Justin Pantani, trying to welch on some bets, claiming I didn't get back to him before tip.
Oh wow!
Wow, yeah.
Oh,
you know why? Because he's about to go 0-2.
oh.
I like that effort from Kentucky.
Good hustle. Good hustle.
Good hands. That's
Yeah.
what you say to a guy who tries to steal the ball, doesn't do it.
That's John Calipari. That's what you're telling me.
I will say, if Kentucky can play this kind of game and survive,
This is fine for Kentucky.
they're okay.
No, there's still red flags on the defensive side of the ball to me with Kentucky. McKinley, right? You don't need to fade away there, but he makes it.
What?
How the hell did that go in? Colorado 36.
Got to get him the ball.
34.
I'm telling you, he's the key to the success of the Buffaloes. They got to get him going.
Ooh. There you go. Wide open. How does that
Miss.
go in?
Shot.
Wide open. You got to
Horrible
set your
shot.
feet, kid.
Here we go. Gatling, a little cross up action. Gatling, a little runner. I don't like I mean,
Set your
playing's
feet,
not
son.
a horrible
Back iron.
look, but
Oh.
there we go. There's some. They actually played some transition defense.
You
McKinley,
gotta
right?
find the open man. in the
Good
corner.
hands. Are we seeing defense? Is that what I'm seeing?
I think
here?
it's just sloppiness.
This is regression.
Big time regression here, even though there have been 70 points so
Here we
far.
go.
scored in the
Gatling
game.
to Bay with the dunk. Tyler Bay.
Wow, Colby getting excited.
I'm a buff guy, man. He's going pro, by the way.
Listen,
He announced he is not coming back.
I was
nice.
going dog today. Why are you making that foul? Right, he's tired. He needed to come out of the game.
Colorado up to a 4-point lead, 38-34, 72 total points. Only need 12 more to push on that total.
Any chance the total goes on?
Dallas Walton checking into the game for the first time today.
Oh,
I
hit
don't
that
know
three.
why they went
Wide
that
open
deep,
in the
but
corner.
hey, yeah, they're giving them that, and there's a mismatch there, a little bit from a height standpoint. Oh, a good look, but a miss, and then
the regression has begun.
there's
Both
Walton
teams
with the rebound.
Not shooting great.
Oh, a nice cut to the basket and the dunk.
Oh, Colby, it's our night. It's our night.
Loving it.
Sean watching his money go down the drain.
This is horrible.
Colorado is due to regress on the shooting percentage. They've been maintaining the entire game mid 60s.
And they haven't shot a free throw yet. There might have been some home cooking.
Oh
There's
my
no-
goodness.
Oh,
Sean,
they're
was a good
pushing
look.
it. They're pushing it right now.
the Kramer FLML tour might be called off.
No, you just jinxed it. Kentucky's about to
McKinley right
flip
here.
the switch right now. Get some defense, Blue.
Going over to Walton. Dallas Walton didn't play a lot of
good
minutes,
hands.
and he's showing that he didn't play a lot of minutes because he dribbles into a double team and then a deep three. Terrible possession for the Buffaloes.
Surprised that didn't go in. That's
I was
Colorado's
expecting
offense.
it
Yeah.
to go in.
Oh, good look. And rejected. And maybe that's why Dallas Walton's in the game as a guy who didn't get much playing time.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
He didn't get much.
Dang.
Look, Tad Boyle, maybe he has a feel for his team.
Brutal swing.
Anyone else need a break to catch their breath? Jesus. We've had final scores in the 70s. This game is already at 74.
Yeah, I mean, 2 minutes left in the third, too.
Kuntz up to the line, 72% from the stripe. First name Rusty.
Kuntz out of Denver, Colorado, is a local guy. Okay.
Can I make a prediction for tomorrow night? We're going to see some low-scoring games. I mean, this tournament regression has to.
Well, we can kind of assume that the over is going to hit here, and that would bring it to a whopping 9-1 so far.
I can kind of assume that the Castleberry family are throwing objects at the television right now.
I mean, this game's almost over. They might throw in the white towel.
They probably have a secret box of moonshine that they break in case of emergency. Crack that open because Kentucky needs it right here.
It's a good time out here.
We've already had a 15 seed advance.
Shout out to my guy Rex Chapman.
The
Kentucky.
13 seed Colorado Buffaloes very much.
Don't mark this in the book yet, man. Don't mark this in the book yet.
Blocker charge, Rex. Blocker charge.
I was gonna say shout out to my guy Rex Chapman, man.
You guys are like Twitter friends, right?
He's a big fan of the no CTE segment. I'm trying to get him on. I'm trying to get him on the pod, but I know he's got a show with ESPN coming out. I don't know, but he's messaged me before saying that he's a fan of the no CTE segment.
It's a good bit. It's a good bit. And where can people follow you, Colby?
At the Colby D on Twitter.
And where can they hear you?
The College Experience.
And how can they find that?
You gotta any type of platform that supports podcasts.
Type words into your thing.
The College Experience. We'll talk about the greatest all time Kentucky basketball and football teams. Yeah, Kentucky does have a football team, and they're good.
I binged on the college Experience this past weekend, or I guess week. The days are all blending together. I binged on your top 10 series. I'm enjoying it. I think the world needs more Patty Siege in a time like this.
I know.
That's what the world certainly needs. And if you need some live action, go to my
in the fake league, Kentucky at the bottom of the standings. Perhaps this could explain what's going on.
Their defense has just been horrible.
If you're Calipari, you say, hey, we're down 8, we're at home, and we know this defense has been bad for the Buffs. Let's attack it. Let's be more efficient, and we can find ourselves back in this game. That's a bad possession right there, though.
Horrible contested look. That's not what you need, Kentucky. And play some goddamn defense for once.
I think Calipari's out though. I think he's on to next year's class. I don't.
Yeah.
He's already recruiting.
Going into Evan Batty. Oh, the jump hook.
This is a blowout.
10-0 run.
This is a blowout.
It's a stampede in Lexington, guys.
A bison stampede.
Tied at 34, and it's been a 10-0 run for the Buffs. 44-34.
Dogs once again.
And it's still once again a contested
not make a shot.
If there's anything I can say, Tad Boyle has upped the. That's a bad offensive possession.
That was stupid.
There. Oh, easy take to the hole.
My
Good
goodness.
smart foul. Smart foul. Look, this is a smart foul because you got Dallas Watson in the game. Or I'm sorry, Dallas Walton in the game that doesn't have. He's not even accustomed to getting in most games. So he's in the game. That's an easy foul. You can mark up his fouls. It's better than a layup. Tad Boyle, though, you can see the adjustments he's made.
Yeah.
Out coaching Calipari.
CPU coaching matters. And Cash Juno pointing out home court hilariously meaningless. Yes. I mean, the road teams are now looking to go to. Sean, give me the number.
7-3.
7-3.
Straight up. 6-3 so far.
Perhaps that's only fitting. The home teams thought they were getting the advantage. They got complacent.
Still a lot of time in this game.
Back to single digits for Kentucky.
The way Colorado plays defense, I don't think any lead is safe. It's like saying Texas Tech has a great lead when they had Kingsbury as head coach.
The simulation
I'm dying over here.
Data definitely is leading us astray here. I don't know. We might have to just start doing the podcast in the fourth quarter, Sean, because this game might be over.
No, not this game. Not with the scoring and the lack of even though Boyle's made adjustments and I see a better Buffalo defense, they still have to maintain it for me to be completely convinced.
Well, they have to. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Oh, the alley-oop, the tip-in.
Wow,
oh my gosh. Daniels.
Feed this man. 65%. It hasn't let up the entire game.
And I'll say this to Colorado's credit, they're much more unselfish than this Kentucky team has been.
Colorado up to -4.5 on the live
terrible
line.
defense again. Letting them get in there.
Good offensive board.
Just see if you're Tad Boyle, you're still circling these things. You have an assistant circling this because if you do advance, you're going to have to do a lot of fixing from a defensive and a rebounding standpoint. And I like this. Oh, and he does the alley-oop twice in a row.
How do you not see that coming?
This is incredible because, look, Dallas Walton, a guy that hasn't had much burn throughout the regular season, gets in and back-to-back plays. He's throwing alley-oops. What's
He's wearing
going
a
on?
damn t-shirt and pants. Like,
Guard the alley-oop. It's really that easy.
I'll say this: we're gonna see the highest scoring game in Degen Madness.
From three.
Oh,
You
Walton
need to
with
hit
the
that.
rebound. I gotta say, Tad Boyle winning me over from a coaching standpoint. This kid Walton, I was surprised he called his number, but you know what? That great coaches have to have the pulse of their team. You know what I mean? Like that's something that is underrated. Know when to play the right players at the right time, and clearly he's doing that with Dallas Walton, local guy, junior, upperclassman, putting him in the game at the right time.
one of these teams came with the mentality that they were going home if they lost.
Yeah.
And this Colorado team is unbelievable. Now, I'm absolutely petrified, terrified that this team will cool off because
Defensively, you cannot trust his lead. This is different than the Creighton game.
we're gonna see our first team score 60 points. I think.
I have a feeling, bold prediction, this game ends up in overtime. Colorado 48, Kentucky 38.
Look
No
at
lead is
you.
safe. No lead is safe. And they got McKinley Wright and Bay on the bench right now,
That's
which is
not
a
good.
concern. Going to Evan Batty. who
Good
gets blocked.
D.
Evan Batty.
Come on.
Kinda
He touched that. Go to the monitor.
Which team are you rooting for, Colby?
No, I'm saying Evan Batty's kind of got a little bit of Oliver Miller in him. If you remember Oliver Miller, or kind of an overweight big man, this game's giving him some
It's a
credit.
tough inbound location.
Good
I'd
D,
say
good
run some
D.
clock. Actually, the shot clock's at 7. So okay.
Don't back
If
off
you're gonna
him.
give him that, that's a good look. That's a good and it's somehow an offensive board and okay, and another offensive
my
board.
goodness.
Reset the offense. You
This
gotta like
Kentucky
this if you're a Buff fan. So that is McKinley Wright, right? Is that 25? McKinley Wright is in the game, yes. And Wright, off the glass, trying to go Duncan
my
style,
God.
dominating, and there is
wow.
Evan Batty.
That could. They just took their soul.
Yeah,
That was four offensive
offense-
rebounds in a possession. Colorado 50, Kentucky 38. They're going to need to
Yeah.
score quick and often here.
12-point quarter is a pretty good one, and they got to make that difference up.
Once again, they passed it to him at the wrong time. They had him wide open earlier. Board by McKinley Wright.
5
This is getting
Buffaloes
ugly.
Yeah.
around the basket. This game's over.
Oh, McKinley Wright. Look, you're not in a rush. You're up 12. Run
Kentucky
the
has
offense.
a run in
the
them.
offense.
They do have a run in them, but they need
the
it.
alley-oop. Backdoor wide open.
How do they keep hitting these alley-oops? 52 to 38. This is truly a stampede for Colorado.
I mean, you've seen this. I mean,
Sean
look, the
was
guard
holding that
play has been unbelievable here. There's a mismatch. They got to go into the big man. They got a mismatch. They got a small and a big right here. This should be 2 points. A little dream shake, and then a deep three.
Good
Oh!
look at a three.
Okay.
Good look.
Here we go. What we need. So Kentucky needs a stop and another bucket, and we have it. Okay. Colorado
It's a great
sees
timeout
this.
there.
Yeah.
Great timeout.
Tad Boyle, proven good head coach, man. This Buff team was not much coming into this. They had only made the tournament, I think, once in the late 90s under Chauncey Billups
Sean.
and Martise Moore.
Dogs and overs looking to go 9-1. Will Odd go 9-1 as well? This is unbelievable.
It is. It's truly unprecedented. And again, 93 points, odd point total sitting right there. Over already cashed with plenty of room to go. Kentucky, they're holding on to a prayer, and they need their prayer answered in this next run.
Sean, you're a Bon Jovi guy. I feel like you're always living on a prayer.
And truly, the Kentucky Wildcats are living on a prayer. That prayer is about to be answered. Let's go, Kentucky.
And speaking of New Jersey, tune in tomorrow night, Sean, where you can see 6 p.m. Texas Tech head to Florida State to take on the Seminoles, and you can see the Houston Cougars head to the home of that man and take on the Seton Hall Pirates and Miles Powell.
I had that game circled since the beginning of the tip. It's going to be a great game. McKinley Wright here. You got to think, use that clock. Wright says, I don't need it. Give him the basket off the glass with the left hand.
Wow.
You need to stop. I mean, you need to stop. Look at the boys at the end of the bench. They are not.
Ashley Judd left the crowd to go to the Harvey Weinstein court battle.
Oh my Jesus! This game's over. I mean,
Kentucky is cooked.
Should we talk about tomorrow night?
What else? What do we got on tap tomorrow night, Ryan?
Well, I mean, we got Florida State, Texas Tech, another 4-13 matchup.
That's a great matchup from an athletic standpoint. Both teams extremely athletic.
Well, and I also have this is another live dog situation with the 4 seed, not a huge favorite. Currently over at my bookie, you can get Florida State only -3.
That's not a foul.
Kentucky's second half shooting percentage has to be what, 20? They've looked horrific in this second half. The regression only came to them, not Colorado.
Will we see the Greenies get some playing time in this matchup?
The Fighting Greenies.
Oh,
there you
still
go.
Horrible defense.
Get that.
This is a huge issue.
And one. Come
Look,
on.
I see the buff player complaining. Look, there's horrible communication on the defensive side here. I mean,
Kentucky, talk about a tale of two halves. What was the team total for Kentucky?
yeah, 22-9.
Are they even
Colorado
over?
leading the rebounding.
Wait, hold on a second, Sean. What was the team total for Kentucky? Colorado's
I think
was
it was
39. No, Colorado's was 39.
Oh, so it must have been like 44.
Kentucky somehow hasn't gone over after shooting.
And even after this possession, they'll be on the under.
They shot 100% in the first quarter, didn't they? Or they
Yeah,
missed two
they
shots.
missed one shot.
100% with like 30 seconds left.
And I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
They need a stop and a 3. I mean, at this point, this Colorado Buffalo team, I'm going to put them in the Creighton class.
Yeah. Well, no, because Creighton played much better defense.
Yeah, Colorado.
Yeah.
It's a very
You-
one-dimensional game, but the one dimension's working. They're just shooting the lights out. 54
Still,
to
you
43.
can't. There's red
Creighton-
flags all over this.
Creighton-
Both teams are bad defensively.
You're right. Creighton
Yeah.
held Memphis to 41, but perhaps Memphis not quite the team that Kentucky is.
I'd like to see someone like McKinley Wright,
You
open jumper.
gotta-
Almost an
oh.
offensive board
Wow,
by
what
Bay.
the hell happened there? Colorado missed the shot and didn't get the rebound.
Oh, that's
Let's
a
go,
foul.
Kentucky.
That's a foul.
Oh, and a
What?
miss.
You're not going to call any of that?
The ref's clearly on Colorado.
Oh, nice little runner, a miss.
There
Why
you
are
go.
you shooting
Kentucky-
that fast when there's 18 on the shot
Love the
clock?
quick possession for
See,
Colorado.
that's
Okay.
that's terrible.
Okay.
Oh, what's
Tad
happening
Boyle.
here?
9 points. Okay.
This is supposed to be a veteran team.
Sean's getting some hope.
Very a little hope. One digit.
Take your time. bro.
Yeah,
Take
play
your time.
the
What are you
clock.
doing?
McKinley,
oh my,
you got to take that. You
goodness.
got to give him that.
Oh my
It's that
goodness.
good of a play.
This defense. What the fuck?
Back out to 11. Feels insurmountable right now. Kentucky.
This game's over.
Oh,
right
man,
in his
Tyler
face.
Bay with the block.
just
Whoa,
rejected.
Gatling. Oh, an easy lay-in.
Call it. Call it.
It's like you're seeing a heavyweight fighter go down early. You know what I
Down
mean? Like
goes
they're throwing
Kentucky.
in that towel.
It's over. And imagine a world where you're playing a team shooting 80% and you sustain that 60%.
Yeah.
And you drop 60. We have not seen.
Look at this. They're just having fun right now.
It took overtime for Washington Baylor to go to 55-54.
Yeah.
This is regulation.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
We're over 100 points. 103 total.
Look,
Colorado
Bay with the
58.
fadeaway, easy
Oh
2
my
points.
God. Colorado 60, Kentucky 45. No adjusted lines available at my bookie, but you can only imagine what a Colorado -15 ticket would pay.
Oh, and Tyler Bay with back-to-back blocks. Guys, he can feel this. Look, he knows he's going pro. This is his moment to advance in Degen Madness, and he's playing like it.
And we're seeing an absolute outlier performance from this
It's a
Colorado
bloodbath.
Buffalo. I mean, the simulation data did not see Colorado score over 53 points. This is an outlier. This is outrageous. And we see the Greenies. A Greenie has made its way into Degen
Oh my
Madness.
God.
It's
The
so
first
small.
ever.
Sean, you're so small out there.
But I can guard the big man. Look at me. Playing great zone
Jeez,
defense.
2 on the shot clock. That's the best look you can get. Oh, and he buries
Will
it.
Greenie take a shot?
Well, that's good
They get
news.
the- Will they
ironically pass it to him?
Will we hit odd points once again?
Ah, 9
my
and 1.
God. Are you kidding me?
What the fuck?
The greenies made an appearance. Odd hit. The dog hit.
Oh my
The
goodness.
dog won outright. Wow, that
Dogs
is
9-1, overs 9-1, odd 9-1.
2-0 for the database again.
Road teams 7-3 straight up.
Boom.
okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. And
Wow.
before we close things out, let's
Thank you, AJ
announce
Kennedy.
who is going to. We got a bunch of good ones. Oh man, bunch of good photos sent in for hashtag Degen Madness.
You got this, Sean.
But I'm doing a little random. Well, I'm gonna decide, making executive decisions. Shout out to Elliot Stevens. You are the winner. He posted it up. He is a first responder EMT.
Oh,
and
we love
he's streaming
those.
the game on his phone.
Dude, what a
in
fucking
his
great human being.
ambulance,
He's out there saving lives, watching us win money.
saving lives, and we're gonna get you paid. How many total 3-pointers, Ryan? So there was
13.
13 total 3-pointers. So $130 to Elliot Stevens, $130 to our boy
Wow. Right next to
Jason
the machine that keeps people alive.
Swoboda. Hopefully that
That's-
cash
That's awesome.
will keep you alive as well. Thank
That's
you guys
awesome.
for
A lot
tuning in.
And Sean, real quick, a lot of pretty awesome setups. Shout out.
There
to
are
the
some good
fans.
ones. It's tight when the ambulance guy sent in his photo. Tough to beat that, but
Yeah, sorry guys.
shout out to everyone tuning in, spreading the word for Degen Madness. We love it. It's been awesome, keeping us alive and well, and keeping us sane. I know I'll speak for Ryan and Colby, but it's just been awesome to have that gambling rush. Even though I went 0 for 2 and it's complete bullshit, it was still fun. And we got a great game, or 2 great games tomorrow night. Tipping off 7 o'clock, or sorry, 9
6
o'clock East, 6 o'clock Pacific, and 10 o'clock, 7 o'clock for the West games.
What the fuck is this guy?
He's making it really hard.
Doing a little math.
Same night, same time. We're all drunk.
I
a
just
little
heard
bit.
13 different times.
You know, here's the
Hey,
thing.
Florida State -3 against Texas Tech. In the late game, Seton Hall a -4 favorite against Houston. Tune into that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Wait, emphasize, because I think the early listeners or new time listeners, that 6 p.m. on the West Coast. So
Yes.
if you're in Florida, you're gonna catch it at 9
Sean's
p.m.
like
Yeah.
7:10, carry the 2.
Dude, it was like a bus station. You know what I mean? I was like, what the hell am I hearing here? And I heard 7 times.
And once again, we have two more nights of first round action, Friday and Saturday night. Saturday we have the Duke Blue Devils hosting the West Virginia Mountaineers, and the nightcap.
West Virginia.
Sorry, the West. What did I say? The Virginia Mountaineers.
No,
The West Virginia.
I said
Mountaineers.
Press Virginia.
Oh, Press Virginia.
Yeah.
And for the 7 o'clock game, we have Arizona heading to Michigan
That's
State.
the game of the whole, like the first round. That's the one that I circled.
And you want to talk about a game that could be high scoring? The sim data has that as a 95-point game. The total at 95. Sean, what's your question?
I was gonna say though, tell me first round matchups. Did you see one that jumped off the board to you? Because it was that Arizona Michigan State one for me. I'm talking about since we started the whole fucking thing. That was the one that I circled. Like, man, that's gonna be a good gun.
Cassius Winston, CPU. He's a potential player of the tournament award winner, as is Miles Powell, CPU. I'm very excited to watch both Seton Hall and Michigan State play. I will say Michigan State, a home dog. Anyway, I said all those words to say we have our first Sweet 16 action on Sunday night, where we at 6 o'clock Pacific have the Louisville Cardinals hosting the Sean's Washington Huskies.
Huskies
UW
winning big as a 15 seed.
And we were on that.
taking and then for the 7 o'clock game we have the Gonzaga Bulldogs hosting the University of Virginia wannabe private school pussies. What the hell is a Wahoo Cavaliers?
This is the main reason why the CPU is a neural net processor, a learning
once
computer.
again, the
is because Virginia played a Virginia game. They held extremely on the under, and one of the only unders we had played, and they somehow
agreed.
won this game by 1 or 2 points.
All right.
In Maryland.
Yeah.
Sean, he's not contractually obligated to be here more than 2 minutes after the game. He's really itching to get out of here, giving us the death stare
Look,
virtually.
buddy, all I can say is DJ Madness, we're saving lives here.
We are
just like our buddy.
42 points in the paint for Colorado. Are you kidding me?
insane.
How about that rebounding standpoint there? Offensive rebounds, 9 for the Buffaloes.
Well, that's
4 for Kentucky.
42 points in the paint's ridiculous.
9 offensive rebounds, kind of low considering they got 4 in one possession.
24 points in the paint's a pretty good.
That's a good
day.
point. But 18 defensive rebounds means they're limiting Kentucky to 1 shot only.
Yeah. No,
Despite them playing horrible defense, the best thing you can do if you're going to be that bad defensively is fucking box out.
You know
right?
what, Colby? You're not going to win a game in Degen Madness getting out rebounded 27-14.
I concur.
It's about the hustle. You can't teach that.
57% from 3 is a you know you're happy with that if you're Tad Boyle.
107, not even the highest scoring game in Degen Madness. Washington Baylor went 109.
Oh, it went to overtime. That game was
true. Highest scoring non-overtime game. And the odds, how are odds? Are we going to see my bookie adjust the juice on the odd even point total? Because at some point they must be getting killed. Everyone just taking odd.
I mean, at some point you also have to realize like this is absurd. Like we're at the point of 9 out of 10 coin flips being tails. Okay. I think at some point you start going the other way, but I've been that guy at the roulette wheel when red comes in 11 straight times. So let's go. See you tomorrow night. Sign us off, Sean. I want to go to bed.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
See you tomorrow night, Sean
Kramer. Let it